Yo, you already know what it is. It's the one and only, and we're back. I'm joined by family. I'm joined by someone I've been trying to get on the show for a minute. El Super Jefe, the one, the only, straight out of ATL, my man, Cap G. What up, bro?
What up, bro?
Man, you know I've been trying to get you on here for a minute, bro.
For sure. We here now.
Man, how you been?
I've been good, bro. I can't complain. Just studio, vibing out.
Man, look, we got a lot to talk about. Fully independent now.
Yeah.
We got a story to tell right now. First things first, I got to get into it because fans have been asking. People want to know.
Yeah.
I know a couple months ago, bro, got to ask. I hate to be the clickbaity guy. They said the shit that Tekashi was talking about, you know, he kind of threw a little jab at you without trying to throw a jab at you. And you came out and you said, hey, I'm the Mexican GOAT. You know what I'm saying? You really paved the way out of here. Kind of want to get your perspective on that. You know what I'm saying? Do you really feel that you get the credit that you deserve for the work that you put in and for what you've been able to contribute to hip-hop, you know, as a Mexican? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Do I get the credit I deserve? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to all that, but I just had to let it be known, like, you know, like that. I just had to, you know, tell the history, you know what I'm saying? When I came out like as a youngin', nobody was looking like me. Like I never said like it wasn't a lot of Mexicans rapping. You know, I was just saying nobody was looking like me. You know what I'm saying? Fly, dressing like that. You know, in the trenches, in the hood, giving that type of music. You know what I'm saying? That trap. You know what I'm saying? Just that new type of sound. Like nobody was sounding like me, and I was just saying, letting it be known. Like just don't forget like who I am. Like I'm not just, you know, a kid, you know what I'm saying, who just got in this game. You know, I've been in this game. I done stuck around for a while now, you know what I'm saying? So that's all I was saying. I don't even like to get into all that, but that's all I was saying.
I hear you, you know, and I don't think people realize how young you are even now. You know, I don't even think you're 25 yet, you know what I'm saying? So you got in the league early.
Yeah, no, I am 25 though now, but I got in the league early though, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So you came in, you know what I'm saying, jumped on the scene. I remember hearing about you back like in maybe like 2013, maybe 2014.
Right.
You know, shout out to my boy, the High Rollers, man. They've always been putting on for you out here in Dallas.
Oh yeah, them my boys, my dogs.
You know, hey, I'm gonna ask you in a little bit about them, but we'll get back to that. But you know, they showed a lot of love, man, and they've been pumping it out. But man, since you were like 18, you've been coming out here. So it's like at least 7 years that I know for sure.
Right. Yeah, I've been coming out here since like either 2012 or 13. It probably was 13. Yeah. Since 2013, I've been traveling, coming to Texas, going to Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio. I actually went on my first tour in Texas, you know what I'm saying? Chingo took me on my first tour out here.
So. Texas is low-key your second home, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You know
my
what I'm saying?
second home, yeah.
But I'll say this, but before we go any further, I do want to say that I'm extremely proud of you because, you know, being you know, Mexican-American, not to harp on that, but you were the first to ever be on the XXL cover whenever you made the freshman cover. And that meant a lot to a lot of people, man, to the community in general, to see someone that looked like us. I know that you're the first Mexican to do trap music, you know what I'm saying, essentially in my mind, at least mainstream-wise. So, you know, I think because you're new, you know, because you represent something new, it's just different, bro.
Right.
You know, we'll get to that. Let's start in the beginning, though, man.
Yeah.
You know, were you born and raised in Atlanta?
Yeah, born and raised in Atlanta. I'm from a city called College Park on the south side of Atlanta. I don't know, my bio be saying I'm from
Long Beach.
Long Beach.
I was like, yo.
But I got family from there, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know why my bio say that. But yeah, I'm from Atlanta.
So born and raised in Atlanta. At what age did you decide that this is what you want to do? Hey, man, I want to be a rapper. Like, you know, did you have hoop dreams where you try to make the NBA? I mean, what's going on? You know?
Shit. I think I knew I wanted to be a rapper when I was like in the 9th or 10th grade. Like, seriously, like 9th or 10th grade, because I think when I was little, I could always rhyme. I used to do little playful rhymes, but then here and there, I forget about it. But like the Atlanta scene now is so big, and I think it just comes from, like, to be honest, from when I was an early teen, like that whole youth, like we kind of just set the bar, and it just made so many stars, you know what I'm saying? It was like a baby Harlem Renaissance, like it just so many stars came out of there, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I got into it, bro. Everybody was just rapping. Everybody in the city was just rapping, bro, melting pot of talent, and that's how I got into it, because I been knew I could rap, but to be honest, like, it wasn't nothing that I was thinking about, but I was like, shit, he doing it, shit, I could do it too, and then that's how I got into rapping, to be honest. I'm talking about everybody was rapping in Atlanta, man.
So was it your counterparts that inspired you, or was there a specific, like, rapper or rap group that you were like, yo, man, I grew up listening to this person, and that person made me really want to go hard?
I say it was both, because it's like I said, I always loved music, rap, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to fuck with T.I., Jeezy, Gucci, and then, but on top of that, though, like you just said, like, the counterparts and stuff, like, just the people around me, man, like, it was a whole underground music wave going on, and I seen that, and I was like, shit, I'm finna do my own shit too then, shit, you know what I'm saying?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Right. Juan shared this story with me several times. He actually said that you went to school with Lil Baby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he said that you used to pick him up and shit, take him to the bus stop. I don't know what the fuck he said, but like,
nah, that was just like one time. Yeah, it wasn't that crazy.
But he said, but y'all used to ride with each other. Y'all went to the same school. So like, when you talk about your counterparts, you're referencing people like him that were coming up in the city at the same time and shit.
No, I'm not even referencing him, because to be honest, Baby wasn't even trying to rap then. I'm talking about like other people, like people who I actually didn't even know personally, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about people who I just like heard from, you know what I'm saying? I heard about them because people at my school were listening to them, or I was listening to them, you know what I'm saying? So that's who I'm talking about, not people I actually knew.
Yeah,
just people I heard about type junk.
So at what point did you say, all right, you know, I know I want to rap, but at what point did it become a profession? Like, yo, this is actually what I'm going to do for a living, you know what I'm saying?
I think, so we started like 9th grade, it used to be, that's where Cap come from. At that time, like everybody who was rapping had crews, and like they'll have kids in the name. Like, so like one of the first crews was called, who like kind of really made a lot of the swag for the music, was the Rich Kids. And you had all these names, different names, and I know we called ourselves Cap Kids that play at that time, and it was me, my homies Chef, Jesse, JB, and I think in like 10th or 11th grade, like we just started going crazy in the city, like we performing at parties, everybody knowing our songs, like people just knowing all our lyrics, like we going crazy in the city type shit. And from there, like, it was just, like I said, it was an underground scene, and from there I was thinking bigger, like I just want to take it more, like go bigger.
So how did you get discovered? What did that look like? Whenever you know, saying you're making your name in Atlanta, you're doing these parties. Shout out to JB, shout out to Chef. They still down with your team to this day. You know what I'm saying? How did that happen? Like, how did somebody finally go, hey man, there's this kid over here in College Park?
I had did this song with Sosa, with Chief Keef, and that was when I graduated. And to be honest, like outside of Chicago, I was like one of the first people to do a song with him, and then I had got the video done and everything. I put that bitch on World Star, and like that shit just went crazy. It went like viral, like millions of views, you know what I'm saying? And goddamn, that's really how it started, and people would just hit me up, and that's how I got discovered.
And then around that time, you know, I know that. When were you in the movie? Because I mean, they put you in the movie, right?
Yeah, I was in the movie, right? I think 2015, I think. Because I know it was a year before I made the song Girlfriend that like went crazy too in the West Coast. Well, everywhere, but yeah.
And then you got picked up by Atlantic, right? Around that time, 2014.
Well, I got picked up by Atlantic like 2000. I've been with Atlantic since like 2013.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I got picked up by them early from that song, the Tatted Like Amigos with Sosa.
So let's talk about that, man. When Atlantic picks you up, you know, in 2013, how were the conversations then? Were they looking at you to be like, not so much the token Mexican guy, but did they try to put that on you like, hey man, you know, you're a Mexican artist, you coming in the game, we throw a little bit of Spanish in there, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be?
They came like that, but I wouldn't say they came super like generic, you know, but they came like that. That just what made me different, you know what I'm saying? Like me, who I was, I'm Hispanic, I'm doing this, I'm on that trap shit. Like, it just made me different, you know what I'm saying? That was one of the reasons they wanted to sign me and shit.
So I'll say this, man. Look, you've been in the game for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, It's no secret. You know what I'm saying? You wave the flag. I feel like you've represented Mexicans, and you've done it in your own way. You've never compromised. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you have records like "What's a Day Without a Mexican," "Tatted Like Amigo." You named your album "Super Jefe." You've represented, but for whatever reason, I don't know if it's just our culture, bro. And I know you can agree. It seems like it's never enough. You know what I'm saying? Like after a while, it's like, oh, you're not Mexican enough, or you're not doing this. And you growing up in Atlanta. You know, I don't really know if you were in the barrios like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Atlanta. I've never visited. So, have you ever felt like that where like people try to put that on you? Like, man, you know, he's not Mexican enough. He tried to be black or whatever the case may be.
You know, it's crazy. Like when I first started, like my beginning years, like 2012, when I first, cause to be honest, like when I told you I was lit in high school, like me and our crew, like I never had no Hispanic fans, like. Everybody who knew me was primarily black, you know what I'm saying? So then, boom, I start, you know, getting the buzz. I graduate, it's like 2013. I start getting the buzz. I dropped Tatted Like Amigos. And this when I start really feeling that internet shit. Like, you know how that, especially back in the day with the world star comments, like they go crazy. Then even, so like at first, like it used to get to me, but then I just started realizing like who I am. Like, nigga, I'm just different from everybody else. Like, and on top of that, when I start traveling, like seeing how the West Coast is, seeing how New York is, seeing how Texas is, seeing how everywhere is different from Atlanta, it's like I just knew from there like it was the internet. You couldn't never understand where I come from because my shit ain't nothing like where y'all from. I'm from a different place. Like, so to be honest with that, I don't really let it get to me because I really don't even care because at the end of the day, it's just who I am. It's like what I'm going to put on the front for what it is, for what's going on.
And at the end of the day, you know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen photos, I've seen you post.
And at the end of the day too, I think I was just early, man. Like I said, I was really like one of the first ones on that wave. Now look around now, like, and it's not even trying to take credit, but it just, if you look around now, Texas has one of the biggest underground Hispanic rappers. You know, I'm sure majority of them Mexican. Like everybody who young now, everybody who was younger than me when I was first starting out, they basically like, you know, they older now and everybody else rapping. So it's like they ain't really saying that no more because it's more cool. Not saying it's cool, but it's more just everybody else doing it, so you can't really say the shit they was doing to me because I looked it like the oddball. You know what I'm saying? I was by myself. I ain't had like how you got all these blogs now. They ain't doing nothing but targeting all the underground music coming from Hispanics, bro. Like you ain't had none of that back then because to be honest, it wasn't the only person who I remember was rapping like was me, Ken Lil G, Snow the Product, that boy T, like different people, GT Garza, like it wasn't a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And just all of them are dope artists, but what I was just trying to say is that goddamn, I was doing a whole different type of music. Like I was on some like trap shit, you know what I'm saying? On some, just on some trap shit, like, you know, on some South shit, you know what I'm saying? That's all I was saying.
And you're seeing a lot more of that with Peso, Southside Hoodlum, some of these guys that are coming out of Texas, Cash Out Ace, you know, so I definitely see your point. You dropped Girlfriend 2015? 2015, I think it was.
16.
2016.
16.
Had commercial success. It's hitting the internet. People are posting it. Everybody from Snoop Dogg on down, you know what I'm saying? That record caught fire.
That shit went crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And then at that point now you become a mainstream artist, you know, in regards to being on radio, you're putting out content. You know, at that point in your career, you're still really young because you got to think that's already 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like how were you taking in the success? We're like, because I mean, you starting young, you coming out of high school, you going into this, and now you're starting to see this shit come to life.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel like, damn, bro, like, is this shit really happening?
Hell yeah, I was like that. I couldn't, you know what's crazy? The whole shit was so surreal to me. I couldn't even believe that it was happening because I literally man, I don't think, so when I got signed from all the way, not even from when I got signed, when I graduated high school, I don't even think I had a day off all the way to like 2016, bro. And I always just been grinding. So when that shit, you gotta think, they're like 4, 5 years. So when that shit really just happened for me, like I was like, damn, like this shit finally happened, like for real. Like I think the first thing was Dre Sinatra and Charisma. Them they DJs from out there in LA, and they booked me for a show, a club, and the amount of money it was, like I never got that type of money. So I was like, for real, I just couldn't believe it. Then on top of that, I never really like was just like, I had an underground fan base in the West Coast, but like, I never really just went that. I just basically exploded in the West Coast from there, and like it was still surreal because I didn't know how big I was at the time. When I was really, now I look back at it, I was like, damn, I was really big. Like they was spinning my record fucking 5 times a day in the whole, or more, in the whole West Coast.
But they played the record a lot.
But I ain't really, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't really know. It was surreal to me. I ain't even gonna lie.
You know, it's crazy to me, bro. And one thing that I want to talk to the audience real quick and say is that I don't think people realize how much of a hard worker you are. You know, we talked about the High Rollers a little while ago and how they've been bringing you out to Dallas, 2013, 2014 on out.
Yeah.
And, I remember Cap was telling me, he's like, man, we would be out here and Cap would just work. Here we are in 2021, and you came out to Dallas just to work, just to connect, and that work ethic is something that can't be taught, man. I've worked with you now for a few years, and I've seen you come out here just to hit radio runs or just to do what you got to do, and I don't think a lot of artists realize that you still need to do that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen you do shows out here, you know, just work a whole week. You know what I'm saying? And just steady going at it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't see that shit about you. I think they just see you being, swagged out, you know what I'm saying? They think you're being overly flashy or whatever the case may be. It's like, nah, bro, like you really paid the cost to be the boss in your situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, damn, for shit show I did. I definitely put in that work. Like it didn't just come. Shit in my blood.
So let's talk about right now, you know what I'm saying? We talked about, you're fully independent now, you know what I'm saying? You had your run with Atlantic. You finally got off the label.
Yeah.
What led for you to finally decide, you know what, man, I'm ready to just do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? You've been part of the label now for shit, almost 10 years, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
What was the decision to go independent for you?
I don't know. I don't know. I think I came to a point that I got in this industry so young that I had a lot of older people around me, and I used to listen a little too much to their advice. And I just got to a point where, you know what, like, this ain't their career, it's my career, and I got to just take matters into my own hands. And I was like, man, I really just thought about everything that, like, in my life at that time, I just thought about everything, and I just made a decision, like, you know what, I need to figure this out. I need to figure out how I can get off, you know what I'm saying? It just finally happened.
You talked about Chef, you talked about, JB, you talked about the guys you started with. Right now, is your goal to position yourself as an independent and then eventually bring, other artists in?
That's what I want to do. Like, yeah, I want to go independent and then just start a whole label, you know what I'm saying? Cause I know a lot of talented people, and I'm just at that point now where it's like, I know I could do that. I done been here, I got so much experience, all that, I could do that, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely the next move.
You work with a who's who of people too, man, you know what I'm saying? You've done records with a lot of big artists, man, a lot of major artists, and I wanted to ask you, is there any specific artists that you haven't worked with that you want to work with?
Nah, man, I'm at the point where, like, I'm cool where I'm at, man, so, like, at the end of the day, I just want to make the best music. I done already did some stuff, and it was cool, but I want to make the best music for myself, you know what I'm saying? The features be cool and shit, but I want to create my own wave. Now, if somebody do want to work with me, they fuck with my shit, I'm with it too, you know what I'm saying? But I just be focusing on myself type shit. I ain't really.
Well, look, man, I got a bone to pick with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing beats experience. We live and direct, bro. We don't sugarcoat anything. Cap G is tripping. He actually thinks LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan, bro. Why in the world would you say such thing, my friend?
Shit, I do, but I just think them boys were babies back then. I think everybody always say these two things. They say Michael Jordan got 6 rings, he never lost, and then the other thing they say is that they used to, like, they was more aggressive back then. They used to foul. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't call fouls how they do now. Like, just shit like that. But Man, you gotta look at LeBron James, bro. This man is a giant, 6'8", my guy.
Yeah.
He done played some of the best teams too. That's who he. The only loss that I would credit him as to he should never lost was when he lost to the Mavericks. Should never lost to the Mavericks. Dirk is a hell of a player. Oh damn, and Mavericks, Dallas. That's
we in
crazy.
Dallas, man. Shout out to Dirk.
Yeah, we in Dallas. Shout out Dallas. But yeah, like Dirk is a hell of a player. But I just don't think. I think he was with Miami, man. That was a super team. He shouldn't have lost to them. But I just feel like LeBron would dominate, bro. Like he would dominate. He too big. Then even everybody, man. Imagine. I'm gonna name everybody who the best right now. Russell Westbrook, James Harden, goddamn,
Greek freak.
Kevin Durant, Greek freak.
Yeah.
Man, they played back in that time, bro. They would go ham on them dudes, bro.
Yeah.
They too big. You don't see how big. You can't, like, yeah, they was physical and stuff, but at the end of the day, they human too. Like, you think they not gonna be fouling and stuff too, but they gonna knock them little boys down. They too small, man. I'm telling you. But I think Michael Jordan is definitely still it's like I don't know, it's debatable, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Michael Jordan definitely one of them, definitely like, if not to say, I would say LeBron better, but I'm cool if you say Michael Jordan better than him. I'm cool with that.
Nah, man, I just fuck with you.
Cool with that.
All right, so let me ask you real quick before we wrap up. I want to get your advice, you know, and just some of the things that you want to share in regards to like hardships that you might have dealt with. You know, you being an indie artist, you know, coming in, and then obviously you getting signed and now going back to being independent. You being Mexican American. I mean, I don't want to harp on that, but again, you know, it's the reality. You know, you represent for a lot of people. What are some of the hardships that you endured that you had to overcome to get to where you're at today?
Shit, to be honest, I just say, man, like even we talking about the underground Spanish rappers and stuff. I love that shit because like they doing shit they way. You know what I'm saying? Most of them independent, they doing it how they want. And a lot of times people think when you get with a label that you done made it and stuff, you know, like it's right around the corner. But to be honest, sometimes the label could fuck, if it ain't for you, sometimes the label could fuck up your shit, man. And I just say, man, for a lot of the people who want to come up, like just keep that shit going. Like it's definitely, it's gonna come some way, somehow. Just, you know, don't settle for that little baby bag they gonna give you. Like, man, just keep doing it on your own. And then it's so hard because people don't realize that from the outside looking in, a fan might look at an artist like he got everything. And I'm talking about the artists who haven't even like put up no hits on the Billboard or nothing. Like just somebody who got YouTube views, you know what I'm saying? Like a fan might look at them like, oh shit, like they popping, they got all this. But at the end of the day, bro, a lot of people don't know that shit still be a grind. They still got real problems, still a lot of shit going on. So it's kind of hard sometimes to say no to a bag when people come to you and like, shit, we want to sign you for this. It's kind of hard to stay like that and be your own person, but man, I commend those guys. You know, just keep doing that shit yourselves, man. I like that shit. Pay the way. Keep making your own future, and that shit gonna come.
Man, you know, just tell your story, man. Tell your story your way. You know what I mean? That's the only way to go. And
yeah,
you know, again, man, you know, you've always been someone that I've seen collaborate with indies and people. You know, you've always, you know, shown love whenever you know you can. Right. So I salute you. I salute what you've done up to this point, man. I feel like, you know, within our culture, sometimes we have a tendency to be extremely territorial. You know, like, this is my spot. Right. I don't want to share this light with nobody. Right. You know, and it's like, nah, bro, like, at the end of the day, all we got is one another. So, you know, if we go out here, we do what we do, show love, you know what I'm saying, and,
for sure,
and leave our mark. And I feel you've left your mark. So, Cap, I appreciate you jumping on the show.
Already.
Long time coming, man. Salute to the high rollers, you know what I'm saying. Yo, man, before I'm out, to the fans, you say what, my friend?
You said what?
To the fans, you say what?
What?
To the fans, you say what?
You said what? You said what?
Your
Shout
fans.
out to y'all, man. Shout out to my fans. I ain't nothing without y'all, man. New music coming soon, 2021, man. Let's get it, man.
Singles on top of singles on top of singles. This is nothing but experience.
Albums, mixtapes, all that, man. I ain't dropped the album project in about 3 years, so it's coming now. I had to just figure out the situation, man. Cap G.